I just got done making a sawmill and starting a rail yard, but the trains can't get to the rail yard yet because there's no tunnel. Also, there's not even any trains either. And best of all, I've never made a crate mod train in survival before. So obviously, the only solution is to crank up the maximum contraption block limit, overclock my CPU, and build a huge tunnel bore train. Let's get started. Oh boy, it's time for schematics again. This is good. It's been a little while since I had the schematic. We're breaking out the schematic cannon again. Oh boy, this is where the fun begins. Give me that schematic tunnelbore.nbt. Ooh. By the way, quick announcement, this mod pack is now available on CurseForge via the link in the description, and I'm considering setting up my Patreon SMB server with this mod pack, so let me know if that's something you might be interested in. The question is where exactly I'm going to put this, because this thing is gigantic. I mean, just look at what would happen if I tried to put it right here. Whoa. See what I mean? This thing is no joke. Ooh, look at that. Look at that right there. Okay, in all honesty, where do I actually want to build this? So obviously tunnels are going to run through all of this mountain stuff. It's going to basically be back behind the Experience Farm under the village. Let me just show you here. Like, this is all mountains. It's going to run through here. There's also going to be tunnels here. You see, the thing is, there actually needs to be kind of 2 tunnels. There needs to be 1 for each direction. Really, I'm going to have to build it out here. Honestly, I could try to build it in the rail yard, or I could try to build it up here. That would just be really annoying trying to do that, though. Help. How do I get rid of it? I want it to go away now. Okay. Come on. Oh, jeez. Oh my god, dude. Why is it needing to be done this way? This is so dumb. Oops. I'm still not sure how I want to handle getting this thing turned around or which direction I want to drive it in, so I'm just going to have it pointing toward the plains for now, and I'll deal with it later if I need to. There may be ways I think there's ways I can build turntables. I think I've seen some stuff on YouTube, but that's not really practical right this moment. So let me go ahead and rotate it. Oh, that's how you move the thing. I wish I'd found that before. I knew there was a dumb way that I was just missing. Oh boy, yeah, look at that thing. Yep. That's where it's going to get built. What kind of blocks are we going to need? Anyways, out of gunpowder, I bet you are. Let's print up a book here. Material checklist. This is always my favorite part. Let's see. That is 214 andesite sheet metal. That's not amazing. And also 81 blocks of andesite alloy. So the problem here we have again is there's a lot of framed blocks in this. We can actually see here. There's several hundred framed stuff, which means there's several hundred more blocks of building stuff that I need beyond what it tells you. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. The worst part though is going to be the andesite alloy blocks because I don't have andesite alloy automated. The best I can really do right now is go temporarily automate it with the nuggets that I have. So I guess I'll start with that. And let's not forget, I also have to make train parts, which I've never made before. Well, this should be pretty simple. Usually it's not. Oh, this is in the wrong spot. See what I mean? Oh shoot, I'm making stuff I don't want. What am I making? Oh, not the ball bearings. Oh, come on. Okay. How fast is this? It better be really fast. This is not very fast. Another thing I'm making right next to it is the 4th version of the track automator. Hopefully the last version this time. Okay, so look at this monstrosity here. This does the andesite alloy. Oh wait, I'm forgetting a drawer. Oops. Right, that's gonna be for andesite alloy. What do we got here? I have no idea which. That's the slabs. So slabs go right here. And I'm gonna need a ton of tracks because the tunnel bore also lays track as it goes. That's that mostly automated. Iron inputs automated. I'm gonna go mine a ton of andesite. I'm out of food again, but I've been eating these sweet rolls, and it's kind of funny how you make these. All you do is you put bread and you dump milk on it. Like, I feel like you would get soggy bread, but it's really easy to do. Oh, and if you're wondering where I'm getting the milk from, I now have a cow under my staircase that is a permanent resident here. If you have name suggestions for the cow, then I will gladly hear some suggestions. Oh yeah, and I got about 10,000 andesite, which is not that much, but it should be plenty for now. Problem is I have to make these train parts now. I'm just kind of going through this list, but in reverse order. So to make train casings, I need sturdy sheets, which means I need powdered obsidian. and a bunch of lava, and I'm really tired of always running out of lava, so I thought I'd throw together a super terrible lava farm real fast using pointed dripstone and cauldrons. Only issue is I don't think I have any pointed dripstone, and I have yet to locate a dripstone cave, so that's the first priority. Supposedly there's a dripstone cave over here. I've tried to use the nature's compass and it just doesn't work. It doesn't find it for some reason. I had a waystone kind of close to where I located it, so let's go find out if it's actually here. It's probably not, but it would be amazing if it were. Oh, look at that. I'm at the corner of Sen. What do you know? There's no dripstone cave. That really is bad. Oh my god, I found a dripstone cave biome. It's literally the tiniest little thing you've ever seen. And it's nowhere near the coordinates. 1250, negative 850. Oh yeah. Ah. So my colony is chunk loaded, at least to the extent that people can get killed by mechanical saws. That's awesome. Here we go, it's all done, and very slow. I think. Oh wait, that was fast. Maybe I was wrong. What I need to do now is build a big tank here that can hold a lot of lava at one time, so even if it is slow, it can fill up over time, and I can just have a bunch of reserves. Only problem is, once you even get the lava in the tank, it's hard to take the lava out of the tank, especially into a bucket. You have to use another pump and then pump it into a fluid spout thingy, which is a bit annoying, but I've managed to cram one of these systems in here off the same water wheel barely. Here we go, let's make some train casings. You take your powdered obsidian, you pour some lava on it, you stick the incomplete plate into a metal press, pound it a couple times, and you've got a sturdy plate. So I've got these brass casings, you just craft it. No, you don't, you just do it by hand. Boom! Now I can make train stations, train bogies, which one? I don't know which one it is. 11 train doors. These are the most expensive doors I've ever had. Well, I'm at the very last thing I need, which are these aluminum flywheels, and I've never made aluminum before. But it's pretty simple, you just take bauxite and run it through some crushing wheels and then smelt the stuff, so I'm gonna try to do that. Ooh, a napalm bomb. That's the first thing I see when I look up aluminum is a napalm bomb. There we go. Well, I said that I was done building train bridges for a little bit, but I was wrong, because I'm about to build another train bridge right here, because it's where the giant tunnel bore needs to go. Oh boy. I really thought that was going to take longer. Not that I'm sad, but that schematic cannon really did it quickly. Maybe it's just because it was actually able to pull from these chests, and the funny thing is there's so much stuff left over. Apparently made a lot more some things I needed, which is fine, it's good to have extra. But behold, check out the gigantic tunnel bore in all of its glory. So the only thing it doesn't have right now is the auto cannon on top. It has the mount for the cannon, which is right here, but it doesn't have obviously this stuff, because I can't, well, it's not that I can't, I just haven't made cast iron stuff yet. I haven't made anything with auto cannons, or any kind of casting for that matter, so I suppose that's something I'm going to try to do, but first I'd like to do the glue here to get this assembled, which is probably the hardest part. And the very first thing I'm going to glue is going to be the front of this, because I have actually added a mechanism in there that can make it spin when the train is disassembled. You can spin the front of this, and it actually looks pretty cool. There are some mods out there that might be able to make it spin while the train is moving, but I've tested some stuff and it's a little bit too broken to use right now, unfortunately. Oh, of course, it doesn't think the blocks are connected. What a surprise. Go away! Not sure if I can do this with a hand crank or not. I'd be a little bit surprised. Oh. Wow, it is working. I didn't expect that. But I can also tell it's mining the bridge underneath it, which I'd rather it not do. I don't have a way to power this thing really right now because I plan to put a wireless energy transmitter there eventually, which I can't even make yet. So that's gonna kind of have to wait. Gluing the rest of the front carriage is pretty straightforward. It just is done in 2 big sections, and then there's a couple areas that are lower down, like that are next to the track, that I have to glue separately. That should take care of the entire first carriage, if I did that right. I'm pretty sure I did. This gets a little bit tricky now, because there's 2 carriages here, but there's no gap in between it, and it sometimes is hard getting it to realize that and making separate carriages and not freaking out and being like, oh, there's 4 bogies on 1 carriage. So I'm going to start by gluing the back carriage here, and I'm going to leave this right here where there's 2 stairs right in front of each other. I'm going to leave this blank, and I'm going to start the next glue from basically right here. It's able to be done all with 1 big glue section plus a couple smaller ones to get stuff at the bottom like the first one. There is 1 block here that is not glued, this gap here, and this gap has to be glued independently. So I have to glue right here, and then I have to go down here and then glue again. So there is, if it worked right, there should be an independently glued section, which there is. So if I go and try to form this into a train, it should form it into 2 carriages just fine. Let's see, assemble train. Nice, it worked. It worked first try. What should we name the train, guys? By the way, I'll leave some names down in the comments. I'm just gonna name it tunnel bore for now, but I can rename it if we get some good suggestions. It worked so well that it's lagging OBS. That's never a good sign. I should probably go make a backup of this real fast before I start doing anything. Wait, did I name it Bore Tunnel? I was not paying attention to that. So obviously this thing can drill stuff in front of it, but it also can lay down ballast with big mechanical rollers under it. And it also has a deployer so it can stick track down in front of it. It's actually quite simple, and I can turn on and off all the different functions independently with their own controls. Man, I didn't think it immediately when I loaded it just breaks OBS. Why is it not doing the thing where it lets you approach the train? Where is the train station anyways? I think it broke the train station. Look, if you look at the top, it shows the inventory. And it broke the train station. Oops. Good thing I've got another one that I can go park at instead. I just switched to the hardware encoder, which I know I've had before, and I don't know if this is any better or not. I can probably check the graphics card usage, and it probably is gonna freak out right now. It's actually not bad. It's like 50%. Let me see what happens when I make the train. Is it gonna just explode? Oh, nice. It's not breaking the recording. So I want to go ahead and load this stuff, and it needs a dedicated loading station. Like, it needs tens of thousands of items, mainly, if you want to run it for a long time. Most of that being gravel, for being honest. But what I can do right now is add some storage interfaces right here and have a temporary loading system. And I designed a way that you can control this with redstone so you don't put too much stuff in it. But that's not really a problem right now because I don't have very much of either of these items. So basically, if I assemble the train, this stuff starts connecting, and we should see, yeah, look at that. It's already input almost 2,000 of those items. So right now, I don't want it to, I actually do want it to deploy, but I don't want it to dump gravel. Right, so it should put down 1 track that it broke, or a couple tracks that it would have broken. Yep, it just did. You can saw it derailed temporarily. It better not be putting gravel down. No, it's not. I just need to make sure, because that'd be bad. Ah, yes. The mighty tunnel bore defeated by some barley. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it. That's more like it. That's more like it. I definitely didn't have an accident with the gravel here. But it's working now. It's not going to be boring much. Right now, it's just a glorified track layer and ballast layer. I wonder how this looks on the replay mod. I'm perfectly able to drive the train from back here as well. It's actually kind of more interesting back here. You do kind of have a better view. Well, how far have I gone? Oh yeah, look at that. It's actually digging. You can tell that it's been digging this out here. And it lays down a nice ballast underneath the train. That's pretty epic, not gonna lie. Well, I know I built it this way because I intended to drive it that way, not go in reverse on that train track. But I guess I'm gonna undo my decision. And we are gonna drive it that way, the wrong way, and drill a tunnel over there. And to get the train over there, I'm gonna have to build a little loop at the end of its current track so that it can turn around. It's not perfect, but it should get the job done. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. I'm running the mobs over. Okay, I got the thing working, which was really weird. It was just like having a glitch or something like that. But you can see here there's a tunnel bore just at the edge of this mountain here. And where it needs to go is it needs to go straight all the way to this track here. That's where it needs to go. That's where we're going to take it to this video. So everything is up. Let's get this thing going into the mountain. Boom. That should work pretty well. We're out. We're all the way out. All the way out of the tunnel. Look at that. Look at this giant thing here. It actually mostly can fit, which is funny. But it made it out of the slightly cursed looking tunnel now, thanks to the weird tunnel board and the way it drills. Somebody having problems? Oh no. I pushed the guy into sweet berries and I didn't even realize. That is very sad, but also mission accomplished, because that's where we're gonna leave it for today. Next time, we're gonna have to deal with casting those autocannon barrels. We'll have to arm this thing up. But primarily next time we'll be working on like a freight train so that I can start to automate some of the moving around of materials, especially now that I need to give this thing massive amounts of gravel. But anyways, thanks for watching. I've been Sbeev. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button down below. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.